Hi Aries, welcome to January 2018. 2018 is going to be a year of change. Starting right here in January, all the planets are direct on January 2nd. Uranus moves direct in your sign. And this is about you being the change agent. So it would be beneficial for you to get out ahead of the changes you may be feeling are coming, or your intuition or your gut instincts are showing to you that change is on the horizon. Take charge, take action, and then you are the one initiating the change. And you love to initiate things. You love to start new things. Why not use this energy to move yourself forward? Now on the 1st of January you have the Cancer full moon, and this is an auspicious full moon. It is in positive energy flow with Mars and Jupiter in Scorpio and Neptune in Pisces. Now fire signs aren't typically excited about water trines because you're fire, and when you put water on the fire goes out. So it's not like you're like, wow, this is great. But it is an intuitive energy, and it is a healing energy. And so if you use it for building your emotional foundation, because that's where Cancer, the full moon will take place for you on the 1st, right at the 1st of the year, you get this giant full moon in the area of your 4th house, which is your home, your inner being, property you own, your soul power, your foundation, how you build your emotional strength, spiritual strength, physical strength, financial strength. So for you, right here at the beginning of the year, the universe is saying, build up your energy, build up your strength, and get ready for change, because Uranus in Aries goes direct the next day, and all the planets are direct. Now, the Sun and Venus will couple with Pluto on January 9th, and Mercury enters Capricorn on January 11th. There will be 6 planets in Capricorn at the new moon in Capricorn on the 16th. Capricorn brings the energy and action to your 10th house. That is where you have your destiny in the world, your profession, your reputation, your outward contribution to society, your unique individual expression to the world. And when you have these many planets in the sign of Capricorn, it's almost top heavy, because there's just so many planets at once in one area that it can be a bit overwhelming. And for you, it can be about moving up in what you're doing, whatever it is you do, whether it's you own your own business, or you work for other people, or you're in school. This is an energy that is going to be action. It's going to be about change, and it is all about what you're doing in the world. And so, if you're retired, get a hobby. Do something with the energy. This is not an energy that you just sit around and play cards and watch TV. This is an energy for building something. And, so even if you're, not doing anything, by taking up a hobby or volunteering or starting a business, the energy has a place to go. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Energy needs to be used, otherwise it can back up on us. And it can come out as health issues, it can come out as depression, it can come out as instability. So direct the energy out, get out in front of the energy, take action, and then the energy has a place to go. It has a project to go into. It has a business to go into. It has an education to go into. It has something to channel itself into so that you're feeling productive and that you're getting somewhere. And that is, what it's all about. Now, Venus is going to square off with Uranus on the 13th. So there could be some unexpected expense that may come up for you around the 13th. So, just be aware that there could be something unexpected that comes up, to make sure that you have the funds to cover the unexpected. With Uranus, we always want to plan on the unexpected because it will happen. And Jupiter is sextile Pluto, and that goes exact on the 15th. And then again April 14th, and then again September 12th, 2018. This is good news. This is a very beneficial energy. This is an energy that can help you to build wealth. It can help you to partner with others. It can empower you to use other people's money, other people's resources to achieve what you want. So if you want to buy property, if you want to expand a business, if you want to start a business, if you want to go to school, anything that you want to do, you can get the resources to do it using other people's money or your partner's money. If you are in a partnership, perhaps your partner wants to fund you. And that's good news too. And so here we are at the powerful new moon in Capricorn on the 16th, right there in your destiny in the world. And this is a powerful new moon. It is about setting your intention for what you want to create here in 2018. You want to, I have many tools on my website that are free that you can use to use the power of intention to create what you want. Being on purpose in whatever you do. Putting all your power into whatever you're doing every day. Even if it's commonplace, even if it's simple tasks, even if it's, just dealing with people. It is very important to be responsible, respectful with all of your actions in order to achieve the results you want. Saturn is the judge. Saturn is the taskmaster. Saturn is the lord of karma. He is in the area of judgment with you now. And the whole world is watching. Because when everything is in the 10th house, the world watches us. And this is where you can climb up in fame and fortune, or this is where you can find that you're not getting what you want. Now, for some of you, it may be time to have an honest conversation with your boss or those in authority and speak your truth. Be direct and speak from your heart. Here's what I see. Here's what I feel. Here's, this is your behavior. Always label the behavior and not the person. And talk about what you see is in the way. Now, when Saturn is blocking us, limiting us, holding us back, it's to protect you. It's not to frustrate you, although it can feel frustrating. It's to show you that you're missing something. You don't know something. You may think you have all of your ducks in a row ready to go. However, when we're working with others or we're working with teams of people, they have their astrology too. And so if their astrology isn't ready, then the timing isn't right. And Saturn will delay things so that the timing is right for you, Aries, as well as whoever you want to work with. And so this is really important, is to be aware of how Saturn is working with you. Saturn is grooming you to move up in whatever you do. However, if you haven't done your homework, if you haven't paid your dues, Saturn's going to show you that. Saturn loves to show us what we don't know, loves to show us where we're coming up short, and that is so that we make the corrections and get where we want to go. Now, this is a big energy that is compelling you forward in what you do in the world, in your destiny in the world. So if you're reaching stumbling blocks, you know, at the time of this new moon or here in January, the universe is protecting you from your own impatience. And so be aware of that. If something doesn't happen fast enough for you, it's because the universe has your back and you're missing something. You don't know something. And this is the way that the universe can protect you. Now, Venus is going to enter Aquarius on the 17th, and then the Sun enters Aquarius on the 19th. And this is a positive energy for you because Aquarius sextiles Aries, and it brings the action to your 11th house, which is the area of your goals, your friends, your hopes and wishes, the love you receive from others, and it's the fun part of your chart. So things start to lighten up for you, you know, by this third week in January. That's not to say this isn't a good month. It's just it gets heavy with 6 planets in Capricorn at the Capricorn new moon on the 16th. You have Venus, Moon, Sun, Pluto, Mercury, and Saturn all in Capricorn at the new moon being challenged by Uranus, who is saying, Aries, be the change agent. You know, be the one that gets out there in front of the energy and take action. But if you hit stumbling blocks, just know that the universe is protecting you from your own impatience. And then we shift into the Aquarian energy, working with groups, working with friends, working with technology. And Mars enters Sagittarius on the 26th. That's going to feel really good for you. And Sagittarius is your sister sign, and that can start pulling you to long-distance travel, working with people abroad, you know, marketing your products and services to the masses, getting skilled and more training that you might need so that you can move up in your profession, so that you can move up in what you're doing. You are moving up in what you're doing. There's just no way you can't with all of this Capricorn energy in the area of what you do in the world. Then the first eclipse of the year is a total Leo lunar eclipse on the 31st. And this brings the action to your 5th house, the area of creative self-expression, the area of true love and romance, and your children, and speculation, self-confidence, being outgoing. So this is an energy that's more comfortable for the fire, for the Aries, having the Aquarius sun and the Leo moon. Now, being a total lunar eclipse, full moons bring things to completion. So for some of you, you may be releasing a relationship that you have outgrown, a friendship perhaps that you've outgrown, that you are feeling like, okay, it's time to move on from this. Or it could be part of yourself, an old part of self that no longer serves you, you're releasing at the end of the month, which is awesome, because what a great way to go into the new year of releasing what no longer serves you, healing. This is a time to heal your inner child. Neptune is making an awkward aspect to the Leo moon, which can be uncomfortable, but it is about releasing the past hurt and pain that may come up for you at the lunar eclipse in Leo. And it could be from childhood, it could be from a past relationship that you're healing from. And that's good, because that's what it's about, Aries, is healing yourself so that you're building that strong foundation and achieving great things in the world. And you can achieve great things in the world here in 2018 that are mind-blowing because of this focus happening with you in this area of what you do in the world. Your destiny in the world is so highlighted. And then you've got this delicious energy in here with the grand water trine of Jupiter and Neptune and the Cancer full moon right at the beginning of the month, also empowering you to feel healed, but also really tapping into your intuition. I love how my hands want to do the talking. It is about you tapping into your intuition and really trusting your intuition and trusting your instincts, what the gut is telling you, what your intuition is telling you about how to navigate certain people in your life, certain situations in your life, really tuning into your higher self, because that is the highest level of Capricorn, is that beautiful mountain goat climbing to the top of your mighty I am presence, climbing to the top of your God consciousness, pulling that God consciousness in. The sea goat also symbolizes Capricorn, which is about using that business mastery, that practicality, building, but doing it with compassion so that you are going after what you want. But Saturn is training you to do it methodically. Saturn is training you to do it with patience. And that can be a new skill that you're learning here in January, where you're not just like flying out there and I've got the truth, so I'm just going to blurt it all out. No, timing is everything. And you want to make sure that your audience is receptive to the message. So if you're going to have an honest conversation with your boss or someone in authority in your life, the higher ups, you want to do it in a way where you are being very diplomatic, you're showing the facts, you are, stating your case, but you're doing it in a way that is very practical and, matter of fact. And here's how I see it. And then being open to the feedback so that you can then inspire them to come to your aid. And, that is one of your greatest gifts, Aries, is that you are a fountain of inspiration and leadership. And you're here to lead in January. And we want to do it in a way where we bring people along with us, that we're not losing people because we're overreaching or we're pushy or we're impatient, but we're really listening to the right timing, to when the message will be received, and that's when you make your mark. That's when you can move ahead with your plans. Now, for those of you open for love, a new lover could storm right into your world here in January with this energy and just surprise you. And it could come in like a storm of energy, but it's exciting and it's fun. And why not? Why not stir it up in the love department? That might help balance all this focus you have in your career and just put a smile on your face, like the universe has some surprises for you, Aries, and they're good and they're fun. So maybe that's it too, is to not take yourself so seriously this month, which will be the challenge because everything's in Capricorn and Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and we can get very, very serious with Saturn. Saturn is whole serious. And so if you're starting to feel very serious about everything, that's when you know you need to dial out, put a comedy on, go watch something funny, do something funny, get your sense of humor back, get your perspective back so that you're more balanced. And that will help too. But love is on for you, Aries. And if you're single, it can happen at work, it can happen through a friend, it can happen through a group, it can happen completely unexpected. So it will happen, when you least expect it. But it will be fun and delightful. For those of you coupled, I'm not seeing any challenges to the relationship. In fact, you may be teaming up together on some project or buying property or investing in a business together, doing something creative together, and it's beautiful. Career, it's off the charts. I mean, it is, you're focused on career here in January in a major way, and it's exciting, and it's amazing, and you're definitely moving up. If you're in your integrity, you're doing your homework, you're, covering all the details, you are just going to move up this year in a magnificent way in whatever you're doing. You are going to be moving up in what you do. And of course, you're going to be making more money. And you will really see that, as the month moves on, and the sun is in Aquarius, and Mercury enters Aquarius on the 31st, and you're going to be moving up financially as you move up in whatever you do, whether it's business expansion or job promotion, or getting more skills that makes you worth more money to your employer, and so on. So it really is about moving up in your life, in your destiny, in the world, not seeing any challenges to the health. And spiritually, it's all about taking that time to listen. That Cancer full moon on the 1st would be an excellent time to do some meditation, do some prayer work, do some intention work for what you want to create here in January, but also in 2018, because this is the time to do it. And that's a nice moon for you to rest, recharge your batteries, and just visualize what it is you want to bring in this year, because you can absolutely bring it into physical form. Capricorn rules matter, it rules the physical, and Saturn and Uranus are trining all year again. And so you are moving up in what you do, and it is about you going after what you want, being that change agent, and having that beautiful energy to support you and support what you do in the world. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus-ing my videos. Aries, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like to work together, the links are below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, Aries! Wow, this is an amazing month for you. You're moving up in what you do. You've got love. You got it all. Be patient. Strategize.